Welcome back to Feathering Down Homestead. Yeah. Today, me and Jasper are going to finish this patch. We're going to harvest the corn, put the corn plants in the compost, and do the last bits of weeding. And then later we should plant potatoes. We have this massive pile of corn plants and this midget, kind of massive but not as massive pile of our corn, which is actually like a flower or popping corn kind of corn, so it's not sweet corn. It's good. Yeah, so I'm just going to weed out that bed and get it ready to actually form the beds. And Jasper is getting the wheelbarrow so he can put all of this corn in our compost. So that is pretty much what me and Jasper got done. And then later this week I will be making these rows. You can kind of see the dents and what the rows were, but also they just need to be more established really. And then there's random potato and garlic plants everywhere. I don't know whether I probably will pull them, and then I just kind of got to rake it to get all those tiny weeds out, because that's mushrooms. That's not really ideal to pull out all these midgets. Hello, we are back and it is the afternoon. And I'm going to plant a bunch of cuttings and stuff. I'm going to plant a bunch of figs here. And last year I think we planted them late winter. Like put the cuttings in late winter and then tried to plant them in spring at some point, so it's a little, okay, I thought it was going to fling out at me. It was a little bit of a fail because we planted them in my food forest and they did not work, must I say. They're just dying twigs in the ground. I have got a bunch of cuttings. I got all these younger ones, and then I have some that are like huge that I might cut up some more and potentially put in the store, or yeah, I don't know, because we don't really have any more big pots like this. They're all being used. Yeah, and honestly I don't think we need 500 fig trees. If they work, that is. Yeah, so I shall plant these. And done. Now, I haven't got my blueberries, but I have a bunch of blackberry cuttings and some actually kind of saplings. I have one more somewhere, yeah, that have already got roots. But I'm going to try cut some of these up and plant them. And I think the goal is to just get 2 of these notches in the dirt. And hopefully there'll be roots. all my boysenberry cuttings, and I have a bunch of blueberry clippings of all sorts of varieties of our blueberries. I have no clue if this is going to work. Never attempted this or the boysenberries, to be fair. But, you know, Google hopefully will be right. How does this work? Done. I have 2 pots of those. And leaves. Yeah, they're honestly just going into the compost, but they just kind of fold over each other very nicely, like Pringles. Okay, hello, we are back. It is Tuesday, and I'm gonna try complete all of that weeding. I'm gonna try use the rake over here to see how much I can get just unrooted. It's harder to do it with one hand. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but you know what? We will figure it out. And then I'm gonna see how much of these beds I can just get the paths and stuff a bit more clearer than they are, but I can kind of I can see where they're meant to be. So I'm back, and it's Wednesday, and I'm gonna clean coops. Yesterday I did not finish the potato patch. I didn't even finish my hour because it started just raining and then it stopped raining, but I don't want to work in there anymore, so you know, later, because I think we're planting potatoes on Friday, maybe. Anywho, let's get to cleaning coops. We are done. Oh yeah. I just need to put the bags away. I'm thinking of potentially starting a new compost heap and trying to make it like a warm one. Because everything decomposes. Ooh, you guys were looking over there, not at me. Okay. Well, everything like decomposes still, but it'll make the process faster. Because we buy quite a bit of our compost. So. It'd be cool to make our own, which we do, but do we use it that much? Not really. We have a broody chicken with 3 eggs. Alright, welcome to our glamorous compost heap area. Yeah, it's sure is something, guys. Well, this is the bay that I'm going to try take over, and I have not told Mum and Dad yet, but they'll find out when they get home. But yeah, so it's already got some stuff in there, and excuse me, ma'am, this little lady here, thank you. Yeah, it's already got lots of weeds in it, which I'm just counting as green, because I think you want like green and brown. But this is poo, so I think it kind of counts as both, but because there's also shavings and stuff in there, and the bags are compostable, so that's just what I'm counting. Yeah. Yes, so I will do that. We are back. and the kids are just getting some tools. We're gonna weed over here and plant 1,000 peas. Yeah, but this is gonna be quite a bit of weeding. Okay, now we're actually recording. Okay, I have some very exciting news. First of all, I really can't be bothered to walk all the way over there to show any videos of Echo, but we actually have an emu pair. So we have 3 female emus and 1 male. And I know this because of the different sounds that they make. And the males sound a lot more like a pig, and the females sound like a drum. So if you come here and you hear like a knocking on wood or kind of sound and the emus are prancing around you, it's probably actually the emus. And second thing is this passion fruit vine that we have had here for like a while. I don't know how old it actually is, but these here, I think that these might be flower pods. I don't know, but we actually have a flower right here, which is pretty awesome. And now I'm going to inspect for some bananas. I actually don't have the wheelbarrow, so I can't pick like 4 bunches. I can only pick maybe 2 at the most. But it doesn't look like there's that many to be picked. I actually thought that there would be... Oh, there's this one that fell. That actually snapped on its own. I did not cut it down. That was the wind. Okay, well, I will take that one. And... this one's not even going yellow. That one there. Could maybe do with another week. So there really is no other bananas. I actually genuinely thought there would be bananas. Oh my goodness, I'll check out the top of the food forest. I should probably bring my machete actually. There's one bunch, yellow and yellow, with some split bananas already. There's actually none up in the boys area, which is a little bit shocking. And I really can't be bothered to check. Oh, I see another bunch. Do I want to pick it? Not really. Could I even fit it in my hand? Nope. We will do that bunch that's over there in Mum's food forest another day. But we have one that's on the ground and one that's going to be on the ground. So, one thing I did not calculate is I have a machete, 1 bunch of bananas, I'm standing on my dress, and 2 bunch of bananas. Let me just bring this one. This one is okay. I'm not going to leave it here because it's actually pretty decent. I might need to cut off a little bit. Hold up. There we go. But I have 2 bunches of bananas, a machete, and a camera to carry. So yeah, I don't really have 4 hands. We'll figure this out. Anyway, see you later. I will see you when I see you. Yeah.
Tina.